Hello everyone, this is my presentation of my proposal. My topic is teachers and parents' perspectives on building classroom environment for children learning Chinese literacy. This is the feedback I got from my last proposal. I have made a lot of revisions. I'm going to share you in 4 parts. The first part, literature review. Research questions, research design, and the last one, limitations. In the part of literature review, firstly, I highlight the significance of environment in child development from the perspectives of Florid, Vygotsky, and Bandura. Secondly, I highlight the role classroom environment play in child literacy development from the perspectives of Whitehurst, Morrow, Justice, and Silver. The fourth one is very important. It is a series of classroom literacy environment assessment tools developed by the researcher, and the one Silver developed in 2003, which is called XR. It has a literacy part, and I have used it in my study. And thirdly, I highlight the research gap between the alphabetical literacy theories and the Chinese literacy theories. In my previous study, I was misled by the reading theories of some using the alphabetic literacy theories to interpret the Chinese literacy. So in this one, I highlight the differences between the alphabetic literacy theory and the Chinese literacy theory. Fourth, I highlight what has been done and what has not been done of teachers' perspectives in learning Chinese literacy. Li and Rao has conducted the studies in 2005 and 2012 about teachers' perspective, a part of the study, not all the study, about the teacher's perspective on early literacy teaching pedagogies. It is from the angle of teacher teaching. And in my work, I want to know more about children learning. So, I'm going to know more about the interactions between children and material classroom environment, or their peers, or something relevant. And also the parents' perspective, what has been done and what has not been done yet. A lot of study about the home literacy environment has been studied. However, the parents' perspective, which is very important in Hong Kong, their perspective on the classroom literacy environment has not been studied yet. According to my literature review, I have raised the following questions. The first one is about the teacher's perspectives, and the second one is the parent perspective, and that one is the relationship between teacher's perspective and the parent's perspective. I'm going to conduct the study in Hong Kong Montessori Kindergarten, and here is the sample I chose. And here is the timeline. You will find the Stage 2 and Stage 3, they all started from March, and they were conducted at the same time. It is about the teacher's perspective and parent's perspective, because I raised the 2 questions and from 2 different participants, so I'm going to conduct the study in 2 parts. In order to answer the first question, I'm going to do the field observation, survey, and the semi-structured interview. In order to answer the second question, I'm only gonna to do the survey and semi-structured interview. And in order to answer my third question, I'm going to use their questionnaire to link the teacher's perspective and the parent's perspective. The questionnaire I used to understand the teacher's perspective called Classroom Literacy, Environment Literacy. It has also have been used in the study of Lee and Rao in 2005. However, due to the limited resources, I cannot find the study to understand the parents' perspectives on building the classroom environment. So I'm going to design the questionnaire myself, but it is according to the Classroom Literacy Environment Index from the previous studies. As to the data analyze part, there are three kinds of data I will gather. The first one is the observational data and the semi-structured data, and the last one is the survey data. I want to say more about observational data. A checklist and field notes I'm going to use. The checklist is also the ACUS E, the literacy part. And the field I will do double check when I complete the checklist. Also, the literacy part will be the code scheme of my field note for me to easier analyze and code my data. In the semi-structured part, interview part, I'm going to use the Microsoft Excel. It just translate it and transcribe it, all the data, and put them in Excel to see where it will go through. Then the survey data, I'm going to use the software SPSS to analyze it. As to the strengths and limitations, I think there are three limitations, which are quite obvious. The first one is the unbalance between the number of teacher participants and parents participants. Because I'm going to understand the relationship between the teacher participants and parents participants, so it is much better if I can get an equal number of both participants. However, we got 50 children in the classroom, but parents, so almost 100 parents. However, we have only 2 or 3 teacher participants. So I add a field observation part, and I add the principal, and I add anyone who is relevant for teaching Chinese literacy, including the Mandarin teachers and the internship student teacher. Also, I find the study is really uneasy to generalize because I conduct the study in a Montessori kindergarten. And Montessori curriculum is high valued the role of the environment, including the classroom environment. So the whole study will be influenced by this psychology. So it will be really uneasy to generalize. And third limitation is the overly broad topic about the classroom environment. In fact, the topic can be narrowed down to the grouping or the teacher-child interaction will be much easier to do the research. So I have a lot of work to do in the future. Here's a chart before and after my revision. First of all, to the research topic, I changed my whole topic from using materials to create a Chinese literacy classroom environment to teachers' and parents' perspectives on building the classroom environment for child learning Chinese literacy. And second, the whole literature review part, I rewrote it because I was misled by some alphabetic literacy theories. And about the research, design, sample methods, data collection, data analysis, I didn't finish my previous proposal, so I add all this part in my present proposal. And last, thank you for watching my presentation. Thank you very much. Have a good night.